I tell you what boss says will clean you right out. A nail gun. Bam, bam, bam! And then I grab a...
Who's on line 5?
Hey, man. My name's Jack. I'm a big fan of the show since you
What's
came
up?
back on air. I have a question. Is cybersex cheating? Like, I've got a video camera up to my junk, and I'm gonna try them all lubed up. All my online friends say my junk looks amazing. My hobby doesn't hurt anyone, but my wife's divorcing me.
I tell you, I hate the internet. It's for cats and pedophiles, and it's for girly men who want to trick bucks. And let me tell you, it's not like real life.
I love myonlineme.com. You know, you can really get in touch with yourself by building a little virtual character and building him a house and making him go to the bathroom and watching him sleep.
You know what? I hate it. That's what I do. I walked up to the people in virtual reality, and I can't break their legs. What good is virtual reality if you can't make people? It's bullshit. You know what this is, Jeremy?
What?
What's this?
What's
this?
that? That's toilet paper.
Absolutely right. You have to realize that everything around you is a weapon. Toilet paper, spoons, a hacksaw. If you're in a lot of trouble, you have real ultimate power. Listen, and you will learn. Now, let me tell you, I've been around. I was in a bar once, and I said something to this drag queen, and she kicked me in the nuts. Can you believe that? Now, listen, I don't take shit from nobody, especially a man who dresses as a woman. So I grab her by the fucking hair, and I bounce her head. Okay, who's in charge now, huh? So suddenly this guy comes out, and he attacks me. I grab a beer bottle, break it on the table, stab it in his face. He's bleeding everywhere, and down he goes, and he had glass in his eye. Drag queen screams, "Oh, what's going on? I need to come." I look at him in the eye, and I say, "Listen, buddy, this day of misery has just begun." Right in their fucking face. And another guy comes to me with a pool cue. Like, uh-oh, not enough weapons now? Okay, say, listen, Are you going to do something with that? And I slit his throat. Over and out. He was gurgling, and then I licked his face, and I started laughing. And the bartender, it was unbelievable. Fuck you, bartender. I walked outside and get on a motorcycle, and I get back to my house. Finally, when I was home, I took a long, warm bubble bath.
If you take a look at the microcosm that is Liberty City, millions of people, a collective consciousness but utterly alone in a crowd, a million souls crying out to be heard, piled on top of each other, like kittens in a bag, all wanting to kill each other or suck from society's teat. It is a city with so much history. It is the history of the modern world, particularly for people who can't use a map, and like sweeping generalizations, a history of decadence, a history of commerce coincidentally shares the same name as me, for the locals call it the Humboldt. Honestly.
That being said, looking through contemporary journals, even then the Humboldt River was a polluted mess. The Chickasaw Indians would shit and piss right in the river. It wasn't safe to swim in. With that knowledge, it makes it much easier to ignore the awful genocide and epic larceny our forefathers committed and talk about big ideas in grandiose terms and hope we get book deals.
Cared about was appearing to be purveyors of liberal values. But all they really cared about was pimping women and getting high. They were, in effect, well, I guess the first rappers. They wanted to find a place where they could party and kill people. Knowing this, it does make the act of highway robbery that our forefathers committed with regards to the Dutch a lot easier to forget, and we simply mask it in patriotic foundation myths.
Unlike other cities in the New World, founded to facilitate new forms of religious persecution by lunatics who'd been run out of Europe by liberals, Liberty City was founded not to promote religious intolerance, but instead the other central tenet of Western European society, getting rich off of other people's work.
You have to understand that when the Europeans arrived, the people that met them were savages. Can you imagine landing in a foreign land and being surrounded by men in loincloths? It's sort of hard to concentrate on fending off bubonic plague or sleeping with your pretty little 14-year-old wife when there are savages with no clothes running around. Luckily, we had a few tricks up our sleeve for dealing with them.
When Liberty City was founded at the beginning of the modern age, it quickly expanded its ego and learned to hate everyone else. Cities that were 3,000 years old couldn't hold a candle to the undisputed, self-appointed capital of the world.
Oh, the maps were really, really shitty back then. I mean, I don't know if it was the drink or the scurvy or the raging syphilis passed about by the town bike, but look at this map! It's like a Spaniard with polio painted it. It's one of the reasons people took so long to get anywhere. I mean, the shitty maps.
The other reason was the savages.
Advertisements were sent back to Europe, promising settlers a new life in a new city that had 24-hour convenience stores, roller coasters, and the entertainment of a nightly hanging at the gallows. All the things civilization